My fiance wanted an open relationship 3 months before our wedding, so I made him beg me to close it back up. I was finalizing the seating chart for our wedding when Brad dropped the bomb on me in our kitchen. I think we should open our relationship, he said, not even looking up from his phone. We're too tied down to each other. I want to explore. My hand froze and my heart literally stopped beating. You're joking, right? We've been together 5 years and now you want to explore? He finally looked up, giving me that charming smile that used to melt me. Baby, it's not about you. I just feel like I missed out on experiences in my 20s. Better now than having regrets after we're married, right? I stared at the wedding invitations, the venue deposit receipt, my grandmother's dress hanging in our bedroom that I'd already had altered. You know what? Fine, let's open it up. His face lit up like Christmas morning. Really? You're the best, babe. This is why I'm marrying you. You're so understanding and secure. I smiled sweetly. Of course, but since we're exploring independence, we should probably stop being so codependent. You know, really experience that single life you missed out on. He was already mentally swiping through his prospects. Whatever you want, babe. This is going to be so good for us. The next morning, I started implementing the single life he wanted so badly. When he texted asking what was for dinner, I replied, I don't know what you're having, but I'm going out with Sarah and the girls. Remember, we're exploring independence now. While Brad sat at home swiping desperately on dating apps, I was reconnecting with friends I'd neglected, joining a pottery class, and hitting the gym at prime hours when all the hot guys worked out. 2 weeks in, he'd managed exactly one coffee date that went nowhere, while I was flourishing. Why are you going out again? He complained as I got ready for another night out. The agreement was about sleeping with other people, not abandoning our relationship. I touched up my lipstick in the mirror. Actually, the agreement was to explore what we missed out on. I missed out on a lot of girl nights when I was always staying home with you. Don't worry, if I decide to sleep with anyone, you'll be the first to know. His jaw tightened as he watched me leave in a dress he'd never seen before. The real test came at his parents' anniversary dinner. When his mother toasted to our upcoming wedding, I cheerfully announced that Brad had opened our relationship to explore what he'd missed in his 20s. His mother's champagne glass froze at her lips. Brad tried stopping me. Haha, she's just joking. But I continued. We can both sleep with whoever we want. Brad says it'll make our marriage stronger. It was his idea after all. The table went silent. His mother stared at him like he'd grown horns while his father choked on his wine. In the car afterward, Brad exploded. Why would you say that? You humiliated me in front of my parents. I checked my lipstick in the visor mirror. Humiliated? I just told them about our arrangement. You said complete transparency. That meant between us, not announcing it to my family. Oh, so you want to sleep with other women but keep it secret? That sounds like cheating, Brad. I thought we were being modern and progressive. His knuckles went white on the steering wheel. 2 weeks later, when Brad looked more distraught than ever, I made my move. I'm having drinks with Liam tomorrow night, I said casually over breakfast. Brad's coffee mug stopped halfway to his mouth. Liam, his best friend from college, the one who looked like a Marvel superhero, the one Brad had always been weird about me being alone with. Liam? My Liam? Well, he's not your Liam. He's a single man, and I'm an available woman exploring her options. Isn't that what we agreed to? His face went through 17 shades of red. You can't do that. He's my best friend. The agreement didn't have any exclusions for friends. The next night, I came home at 2 a.m. to find Brad wide awake, pacing our living room. Did you? He couldn't even finish the question. I took off my shoes and replied, yes, we slept together. He was really good, by the way. Maybe you could learn a thing or two from him. Brad exploded. This is effing insane. You slept with my best friend. What kind of person does that? I remained calm, examining my nails. You asked me if you could sleep with other women 3 months before our wedding, and now you're calling me insane? He looked like he was actually about to cry. 1 month before our wedding, Brad cracked completely. I want to close our relationship. If you don't agree, I'll cancel the wedding, he announced, trying to sound authoritative. I looked him in the eye, took off my engagement ring, and threw it right at his face. Sure, go ahead and cancel it. He looked shocked, like he never even expected me to agree. Then I delivered the final shock. Oh, and Liam invited me to live with him. Guess I'll be seeing you around.